We have one of my favorite people, and I'm not just saying that because he's twice my size, but I really mean that. He's a fascinating guy. Mr. Von Schiller, better known as the coach. But first, I have to get some sports scores here. So hang on, my coach. Men's lacrosse next game will be Wednesday. That's tomorrow, right? Yeah, 4 o'clock. That's at the Finger Lakes Community College. The Cougars played on Saturday when they defeated Tompkins Cortland Community College 25-1. Is that true? That's not a typo? Wow. 25-1. No contest there. In the NCAA men's basketball Sweet 16 matchups, the East Region, number 4 Kentucky versus number 1 Ohio State. That sounds like a good one. 11-ranked Marquette going up against number 2 ranked North Carolina. In the West Region, number 5 Arizona versus number 1 Duke. Another good one on tap for you. Number 3 seed Connecticut. Is that what they call it, the seed? Number 3 seed? I'm going to ask you that. That's one of my questions. How did they come up with seed? Anyway, that's Connecticut versus number 2 seed, San Diego State University. And in the Southeast region, 8 seed Butler versus the 4th seed. 4th seed, is that true? Oh. Is that correct? I don't know. I love my sports, but I've never understood why they call it seed, but we're going to find out in a second here. Number 3 seed BYU goes up against number 2 seed Florida. And in the Southwest region, 12 seed Richmond versus the number 1 seed Kansas. And VCU, they're the 11th seed. They're going up against Florida State, the number 10 seed. How about the NBA scores? Okay. Orlando 97, Cleveland 86, Indiana 102, New Jersey 98, Boston 96, New York 86, Sacramento 92, Chicago 132. Oh. Talk about being hot. Utah 85 over Memphis 103, Golden State 96, San Antonio 111, Toronto 90, Denver 123, and there's some NBA games going on tonight, Chicago and Atlanta, Washington at Portland, and Phoenix at LA Lakers. Let's get to the real stuff here. Mr. Von Schiller, thanks so much for coming in here today. Let's start off with that. How did they come up with the term seed? And did I mess that up?
No, you didn't mess it up, but you're not going to get the answer either because I have no idea. It's a term, obviously. It's been around for a long time. We have our seeds.
All right. I thought I was going to have a scoop here, but apparently I'm not. Anyway, well, there's a couple of reasons why I did invite you up here today, and I mentioned it earlier. Not only are you a successful basketball coach here, but you also teach a health and wellness class, too. And I did want to pick your brain on a couple of topics here that might be of interest to everybody here listening to this station. But I have to start out, how would you sum up this past season, and what's the outlook for next season? Give us a scoop.
Well, we had a young team. We had a lot of freshmen, and they had to play the majority of the minutes. So we were a young team. They developed well. I mean, they have a ways to go, but they came a long way, and we had some big wins throughout the season, and of course, disappointing loss when we got into the second round of playoffs. But overall, I think it was a good season. It's good for the future because of all the returning freshmen. So I look forward to it. It should be a good season next year.
So I don't know if it would be fair to use anybody's name as one of your favorite players, or they would be right.
No, I mean, you have players that you like for different reasons. Some guys, they just work so hard, and you're impressed with how hard they work, and you know how badly they want to win. You like certain players because of their, they care so much about team things and stuff. You have players that have specific abilities, like able to knock down the 3 from long range and other things, but they all have their own individual talents and abilities, and there are a lot of different things that impress me about players.
Very good. I hate to single somebody out, but all right. I guess the fans that watch the basketball team,
the fans
they know
watch
who the
it.
favorites are.
Well, they have their favorites. I think the fans' favorites are the more athletic kids that are dunking the basketball and stuff, and the crowd really loves it. Yeah, they love the dunking and stuff. So yeah, they have their favorites. But as a coach, we're more concerned about development and winning and leadership and things. So, the dunk is nice, but as a coach, it's still only 2 points.
You got to play together as a team.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line of the team. The same thing I asked Ann. First thing I like to ask anybody that's successful is, what led you down that road to that chosen career path?
I think for me it was, my parents. Both my parents were teachers, and my dad was also a college coach. So he had pretty much the same career that I have now. And just remembering when I was 5 or 6 years old, going to his practices and stuff. I mean, I was around the game at a really young age. And I knew at a young age that I wanted to be a coach, at the college.
Was it always basketball, or did it matter? You just wanted
No,
to be
no.
in the
I
game?
mean, as a matter of fact, I played both soccer and basketball in college. And I've also coached college soccer. I've coached soccer at the college level also. So I've coached other sports. I think basketball is the most enjoyable to coach because there's more coaching during the game. It's like a video game or a chess match. You're competing and making decisions, and the other coach will make a decision, switch defenses or off, and then you have to counter with your next move. So you're in the game from start to finish. Whereas soccer, there are less moves that you can make. You can't call timeout in soccer. Your preparation is prior to the game, and at halftime you can make a few adjustments. But basketball is a constant game of adjustments, and it's fun.
And how we all know you do know what you're talking about here. I'm looking at part of your resume here, if you will. Coach Von Schiller has produced 4 Region 3 Players of the Year.
No, actually, and I'm not sure exactly how many there are, but I think it's around 7 or 8 now.
My goodness.
Yeah,
wow.
I've been here, this was my 11th season, and I think we have maybe 8 of them, so,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I have to update this calendar on the GCC website.
Yeah,
We've
got, we had the Player of the Year last year, Leon Nelson, and I want to say almost every year except for 1 or 2, I've had the Player of the Year.
And 4, now this is what I got off the...
No, all those Players of the Year were also NJCAA All-Americans. So I had 7 or 8 of those.
And you were also recognized as the Region 3 Coach of the Year in 03.
In 03.
When he guided the Cougars to a perfect 32-0 regular season.
Yeah,
that's not a typo either?
No, and the interesting thing about that is, and it's such an honor, this year, last spring, they had the first class of the Genesee Athletic Hall of Fame. And I believe the 2003 team is being nominated potentially for a Hall of Fame nomination, which I think would be fantastic because I don't think any team could be more deserving. They were a great team.
Ditto. I agree. Yeah. Okay, Coach. You also teach health and wellness class here, and I am in one of your classes. And so much of the things you cover is very eye-opening. A lot of red flags are going up. So could you give some advice? And there's 2 health-related subjects. One is obesity. The other is the dangers of smoking. Let's take obesity. Is it hereditary? Can it be controlled? What foods to definitely stay away from? Can you give us a little
Yeah, when we talk about obesity in terms of genetic factors as opposed to environmental factors, all the arrows point to environmental. Yes, there is a small percentage of the population that, due to genetic factors, is going to have difficulty with obesity and maintaining a healthy range of body fat. But our genetics in 1 or 2 generations couldn't change that drastically. And to see such a drastic change in the number of obese Americans can only lead us to believe that it's environmental. And I think it has to do with our lack of exercise in our society. It's very socially acceptable to be inactive in our society.
Both the parents working,
Well, there's
something in the microwave.
There's a variety of factors, sure, contributing to nutrition. Our grandparents' generation ate, they designed their meals based on nutritional value. The way Americans select their meals today is based on taste and convenience. And it's led to the growth of fast food, and it's definitely a strong contributor to the obesity problem.
So if you're serious about health, a lot of that is willpower too, because of convenience.
Well, and it's also education. I mean, I think with young people, especially children, I mean, they don't know they only eat what the parents put in front of them. And, you know, I think people need to be educated on, I mean, if I ask someone, what do you think a healthy diet is? They give you generalizations. They say fruits and vegetables and things, you know, where I don't think the average American even knows what a healthy diet is. Mm-hmm. So I think we need to be educated more, and with the internet and being able to Google topics, I mean, there's no excuse for more people not being educated on things.
Mm-hmm. I agree. All right, just one more thing, and I know you're a busy guy here, so we're going to let you go, but smoking was another topic. You did scare the heck out of me, and I don't smoke. But why is it so dangerous? And are there some tips you can share with others to keep off of cigarettes or to stop?
Well, I mean, smoking is and it is by far. I mean, when you look down the list of the things that are second, third, and fourth, I mean, they're way down the list. Smoking is by far the number one preventable cause of death in the United States. And we have, you know, we have around 10 million Americans right now suffering from smoking-related illness. So it's, to me, it's just an awful choice for someone to make when they elect to begin smoking. Because once that choice is made, the addiction is a difficult one to quit. I mean, it's difficult addiction to beat. Who beats it? Well, statistics show that the people that quit cold turkey, the ones that are determined, I'm going to quit, I'm never going to smoke again, and they quit cold turkey, are the ones that have been most successful at it.
That was my very next question. Is it, if you're going to quit, just quit cold turkey, or are you going to wean yourself off?
Well, no, I mean, with methods, it's the reason those people have been most successful. I'm not saying it's the best method. The reason they've been most successful is because those are the people that really want to quit. And they decide, I'm quitting. The people that have so much difficulty quitting and they feel like they need a crutch, I need the nicotine patch, I need this, I need that, are the ones that are not usually successful at quitting because they don't have the internal fortitude or the drive to really want to quit.
Good analogy. Very good. Coach, I guess that's about it. I know you're a busy guy. I want to thank you so much for coming in here today, and I guess I'll see you Wednesday.
Yeah, it's
by the way,
fun.
my dog ate my homework, so...
Yeah.
No, kidding. Always wanted to say that.
Jeez, I haven't heard that one before.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you.